Studio, mics are up. Yeah, we're back in. It's brought to you by Verve.
Indeed, it's a grapevine on Smooth 98.1. Good morning, Lagos. It's with Valentine.
And Folu.
And in the studio with us, we've got Chef Jeff. Good morning.
Yeah, yeah. Coming, James.
You covered up the
Good
door.
morning.
Children are on the streets. Talking brand new music. Morning as per usual. Specifically, we'll be talking about a song called Katerina by Mishka, produced by Dr. Duda of Mikasa, all the way from South Africa. And then we'll be taking a look at a new music video, Skepta and Wizkid. Energy, bad energy, stay far away, shot in Lagos. Of course, we expect you to join in the conversation. Please do use the hashtag Grapevine981 while you are up on our Twitter. And of course, you can send us messages to our WhatsApp number, which is 0809 444 0981. Last but not least, we are streaming live on YouTube. So if you want to watch our faces, see what we look like, picture the faces behind the voices. What's up to the YouTube fam? We see you people.
It just felt like you were rapping for a second, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Yep.
I'm in my lyrical MC flow space. Thank you. I'm reading a lot at the moment. If you want to know what I'm reading, go over to my Insta stories. You'll see it there. Anyways, let's jump into new music, shall we, Val? How do you feel about this one? Katerina.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
You're my everything. Can't live a day without you. Tell me who am I without you, my love. Katerina, I've been searching for you all over the place, mama. Yeah. Up and down, I search for you everywhere. Please take this ring and marry me.
Studio.
All right. There it is. A song called Katerina. It is by a South African musician. It flew into our inboxes. It came all the way from South Africa. One of the team that work with Dr. Duda and the Mikasa boys said, listen, something that we think you guys in Lagos might dig, and sent it over. So I want to know, Jeff, what do you think?
Now to us all the way from SA, then this show must be doing something.
no, it is.
I think.
We're doing all right.
I mean, yeah, we're doing good.
We're global.
I'm not, which member of Mikasa is Dr. Duda?
He's the son of Mikasa. He's
okay.
the important one.
Okay.
Forget Jay something. He stays up front.
That's the guy on the
Dr.
keyboard.
Duda
All
is the
right,
backbone.
all
My
right.
chubby bear.
Sorry.
I do. Goodness.
Sorry, I walked through a lyrical there. I love you, Duda. You know.
I like this. What I love is particularly the beat. The song itself, I think it starts out okay, but like the longer one listens to it, I start to get a little bit on the tired side. I'm okay. I'm done with this song at this point in time. It's not a thing per se, it's just for me, I'd say.
Yeah.
But it's still a great song. The beat is infectious. It has that whole. It even has a Nigerian feel to it for some of the stuff. South African too. It's the influence I can see over there.
Yeah. I love the fact that it just gives that relaxed mood. You just put that in nudes. I'm not thinking about the lady that I'll probably be singing it to, but I'm free. Is that bad?
That's strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just very strange. I thought you were gonna see like
Yeah, strange man.
We're aware of your strange man all this time. All those coded messages that we
Religion on the telly is me. Wiz got the house full of freaks. That's why I haven't been around for a week. I'm getting pounds in my sleep. At the top of the mountain is peak. Bring it back before the villain. I had the life, real talk.
Yes.
And there's, if you know the Academy, I used to do a long thing. But the song you just listened to is called "Stay Far Away." Skepta in the hard The beat fantastic. Everyone's rocking in the studio. But I want to know what your thoughts are on the video because the video just came out. The song's been out for a while. What did you think, Chef Jeff?
Yeah, that's exactly it. There was no video for this all that time. I think we do things a little bit differently here in Nigeria, don't we? Like we put the song out, you think that the video exists already, and then afterwards we come with the video. But you know what? This song has stuck with me for a long time. It's one of the most infectious songs that we have going on in the country, and I guess probably globally as well at the same time. The video cool in its own right. It featured my beloved Freedom Park, so that can't fold that there.
Nice.
I love it. This is just going to extend my love for the song even more.
Yes, and I like that. Like you mentioned, they used familiar scenes for the video. It's really nice.
Shout out to Chakwa Bay, shout out to Rasha, shout out to Freedom Park, shout out to Analysts of Lagos Island, shout out to Badagry, shout out to Jazz Hall. I mean, we see you there. Shout out to the number of young Nigerian creatives in there. Boo Boo, we see you.
Yeah.
Ladoja, we see you. I mean, come on.
And then
TZ, we see you.
Shout out to SARS because that beat is clean.
I tell you what, this song, they could have done it a different way. They could have done an entirely different type of video from it. They could have gone from a very international space. And they did, but they did it by being local, and that's what I love.
So exactly.
Big shout out to the team. Big shout out to I say Grace Ladoja for writing it, because she did write the script for this. And of course to everyone who was just in there just being their authentic selves, fly boys and fly girls. We see you. It's nice to stay international. Now, of course, we're going to move on now to the stories, and we have to keep talking about Wizkid since he's in the background already. Wizkid has been doing a lot of big things recently, okay? So first of all, he collaborated with Nike. 10 minutes after he released his collaborative jersey, it was sold out. So Wizkid is a StarBoy. He tweeted and said, listen, I'm going to build a school in Lagos. I need help with you guys deciding, because my plan is to build one school everywhere in Africa. And then big shout out to Shola, who is one of his baby mamas. She says, can somebody tell their fave to please start by paying his children school fees before he goes to help the masses. So I want to know your thoughts on the stories.
Why so evil?
I mean, facts only, though. Facts only, though.
There's a lot of questions here. Because I mean, like, if she is right, then hey, you're just adding more salt to things right now. Okay, then basically, sort out your bills for going anywhere else. Because at the end of the day, this is your child that you're talking about here. We're not talking about the royalty situation here. We're talking about act case. Here you're looking to the world and whatnot.
Because you were StarBoy, you got all this guap now. You want to save the world. My ninja, you have
saving the world starts from home.
At
last count.
So
how about you sort things at home first, and then you can go a bit further than that. I mean, Africa starts here. Your whatever room you were in with that child, there you go.
You know what's crazy about the lifestyle is it almost forces you to talk big. Speaking big is kind of like attractive for people like that. You have to actually just say a lot of big things. But it's evident what Wizkid is doing, and it's very evident the collaborations is in everybody's face. So it's just natural for him to get that kind of
but you just want to look at things. You have to be introspective about these sort of things. Yes, you're already a popular figure, no matter what. You're gonna have people who are after what you're doing, no matter what. At the end of the day, all right. But you have issues at home to sort out. You want to go about building a school. It's easy to tie you up into that and be like,
that's right.
You need to step a few steps back,
Yeah, some things need to be sorted out. That's interesting. I have to say that Shola knows how to sneak one of these things up. But big shout out to the internet detectives out there.
Seriously.
Because she didn't tag anyone, just dropped a comment. There are people clearly stalking her. I don't know if you should be stalking, but okay, thanks for the information. We already have messages coming through, so let's get through a few of them. Undukwe Onoha up on Twitter says, for some reason, this Katerina song, it makes me think of Sarafina.
Because of the way it sounds.
Sarafina.
Okay.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Love it.
Amo from Ikeja says, I beg, which kind of song with this? It's too full. It's supposed to be a love song. Katerina, he says, actually he spelled it as Katerina.
Yeah,
Hope
that's
I spelled it right. No, it's not.
But what is it's too full? What does it mean when you say
maybe it's a positive, like it's it was done.
I don't know. Maybe too much is being done. Too much was overworked. I don't know.
Because when there's
you gotta explain this.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take a break and think about that anymore. Thank you very much. When we come back, we'll take more of your comments and of course more entertainment stories right here inside the Grapevine, which is brought to you by the.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr.
Too full. As I added two, just gives it a negative.
What does fool mean? What
I
what
don't
in
know.
the
It's
like
context
the
of
song
the
is
song?
Too much
Body.
happening in the song, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you already said I beg, which
Which
kind of sing with
is
this? Yeah, so that's already problematic.
Yeah.
It's full. It's supposed to be a love song. Love song is not full.
Yeah.
I struggle.
You begin to ask yourself,
It's
what
fine,
am I
okay.
doing?
Wow. No, Zook. Wow.
Why?
So harsh.
Hits you and
Says
makes you
flush down
Wow.
that Katerina song.
even necessarily
Wow.
that bad. It may just be that you are tired.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
sad,
Damola is coming for you.
or just
Wow.
worn out.
Wow.
On those
Excellent
days
stuff.
when
I'm happy for
everything
you.
has been somehow.
It's like, yeah, it just
Dead.
dirty mind, Damola.
Dead.
Can't anymore.
Okay.
I just can't. In that moment, you lose your thunder and you feel like it's the end. You can't push further. It happens to even the best of us.
Cool.
The thing is, if we give up all those times, what will our story be? Things wouldn't always work, but we keep pushing. The key is to focus on the bits that come through, to appreciate what it is we have working for us. We can maybe then go get ourselves ice cream or pizza, a new shoe or bag or perfume, whatever rocks your boat. It's that moment when you swipe your Verve card and the payment goes through, you realize life is not so bad after all. Things work all the time. Like the ease and reliability of making payments with your Verve card. Isn't that worth celebrating? That no matter what we go through, we can afford to get ourselves.
Chef, yes,
things we love.
so I did it again. Jeff, yesterday, these guys were talking about,
is how we get our
like,
smile back. And
I think it
live
was
to
they
fight
were
another
reacting to
day.
Tunji
Having
Andrews'
a blue
tweet,
day or maybe
or
not,
reaction
get
to
your
that guy's
comeback
tweet
ready.
that said, oh,
Hook up
Tunji
with
Andrews
something
cannot
that's always
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
more
Use your
weight
bank
than
or a
him
Yeah.
Verve card.
and
It will
everything.
come in handy
And that's how the
every
conversation
day.
went to,
Visit
that have you seen Chef
www.myverve.com.
Jeff squats, do squats? Like he's the king of squats in Lagos. I said, yeah. Shola was up, so Shola said, even when you look at his leg, you even see the evidence of the squats on the back.
Valentine and Folu Storms.
Yes, we're back and we're inside of the Grapevine 981 here on Smooth 98.1.
Absolutely, it's with Valentine.
And Folu.
And we've got Chef Jeff in the studio helping us with our story analysis for this morning in terms of entertainment stories. If you're just joining us, you did miss a bit of a chat about Wizkid wanting to build schools for the world. Hasn't paid fees apparently, but we expect you to do better, Ayo, and we're sure that you will. Let's move on though. Speaking of doing better, Harrysong says that he is doing better. What are we talking about? A few days ago, Harrysong put out a post with the caption saying, "If I die, don't cry. Put up a Kingmaker concert. Empower you because I have lived. I have done my bit. So carry on in grace. I love you all. Hashtag Alter Soldier." Of course, it sent everyone into a tailspin. They were very worried about him. He said that yes, perhaps he's dealing with depression, and recently he's had a session with a therapist and says that she's helping him get back on his feet. So he's thanking everyone, and his label have said, listen, we're here with him now, that yes, maybe he's been dealing with stuff by himself, but we're here. Now, I think this is a larger conversation, gentlemen, about depression and the silent killer that it almost is amongst people. Some people were saying that maybe Harrysong is just looking for attention, but I want to know what your thoughts are.
There's no such thing as looking for attention when you're going through depression. If anything, I like that a public figure like him is putting this in the spotlight, that I actually went to see a therapist. As long as people don't make it a fashionable thing to do, just be like, I mean, put a picture here and then that's it. The truth of the matter is depression is real. Depression is real. The world tells you to man up. They tell you to be a man. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of pressure that we go through as men. So when you are going for help, I cannot fault anybody with that particular element there. So I love that he has done this. I love that he's put this out there, and I hope that he gets better with this whole situation. Because the truth of the matter, you can have different levels of success, but what's going on internally is a different thing entirely. So anything that is making that message clear that we should be more open about our depression, I said is a positive.
Yeah, it is very positive, especially in the sense of, living a celebrity life. It comes with its own challenges. A lot of people, everybody expects you to be very perfect and up there and having the best life, but with that, as much attention as you get, your wall, your inner circle gets smaller and smaller. You have less people to talk to, less people to be open to. So it's very actually did this because it shows a very clear example to everybody that you can get help. There's a solution to everything. It's not just the the bad side that where everybody should see or talk about.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that, guys. Speaking of depression, somebody who has literally written the book on it, Betty Irabor, actually wrote a book very recently and did share her personal experience and years long, I'm talking almost a decade worth of a battle with depression, if not longer. But most recently, she has been talking some more, and this time about a curious encounter she had while flying premium economy on Virgin. She says that she was sat there, just excited about her flight, getting ready to, carry on. Yes, she's the CEO of Genevieve magazine. She started getting a lot of questions from people who felt that she'd been downgraded from first class or upper class. Because when he said, Auntie Betsy, were you downgraded? And she shook her head, no. Smiled to reassure her. Another fan came up, Auntie Betsy, are you okay? What happened? I thought you would be in upper class. She just smiled, said, just it's okay, it's fine. Somebody else came, please, maybe I should get you champagne, something from upper, this. Oh my God, how they put you in premium economy? You can't survive here. She didn't say it that way, but I can only imagine. Because Auntie Bessie, Miss Betty Irabor puts it this way and saying, listen, can we just allow ourselves to live our best lives without padding anything to impress others who really don't count? Can we resist societal pressures? Can we be happy, married, or just in your singlehood? Can people have the jobs that they want? Does it matter if they're driving taxis? Does it matter if they're bagging groceries? Of course, referring most recently to Olawale, who was a Project Fame winner, who was driving taxis, and of course, a former Bill Cosby actor, who was bagging groceries. Guys, dignity of labor, does it exist in this country, society?
It should.
Okay, so many years ago, I was actually guilty of something similar. I think there was this wrestler, Chris Masters, he's still popular now, who came into town with a bunch of people. And we happened to be on the same flight going to London, and I was wondering why he was in economy. And I had asked him this, and then the response that he gave, I actually felt ashamed of myself for asking that question, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know what, this plane, whether you're in first class, whether you're in economy, whatever money they have, even in economy people, you don't know, the money does not show on their face. At the end of the day, sometimes you don't even know which billionaires flying economy at the end of the day. Nigeria, we struggle with a lot of people here struggle with humility. They presume that because you are this person, this popular person and whatnot, everything about you is on the premium side, on the expensive side and whatnot. I mean, listen, people, the same Dangote will probably be at one of your local suya joints eating suya with you, and you'll be like, why aren't you in some sort of high-end, 45K table?
Or get them to bring the suya spot to you.
Exactly. We need to learn a bit more about humility. It does not really matter, because you know what? When that plane lands, you're all the same. Same destination, same place you're going.
Yeah, I really agree with everything she said. I don't need to add more to what you have said, Chef Jeff, because you hit the nail on the head. Everybody should really allow others live their lives.
Yeah.
It is problematic. A lot of people are not comfortable with that. We feel that prestige and money should be accompanied with a lot of grand gestures.
Some people just have a higher perception of things, whether it's I'm saving this money, it's going to go to my children's school fees or their future. You never know these things. So you don't just presume that it's all there like that.
Money on jet fuel. The whole plane is reaching the same destination.
Yes, so.
But big shout out to Betty Irabor for coming out to speak on that issue. Very interesting one. Up next, speaking of people who have been bagging groceries, actor Jeffrey Owens, who has gone from being a job shamed right now to landing a major gig on Tyler Perry's own TV show, The Haves and the Have-Nots. We don't know the exact role, but he will be in multiple episodes. And now he was talking in an interview recently where he said that he was initially devastated by people job shaming him, but that the support that he received on social media was actually overwhelmingly positive. Guys, again, I mean, we're back in this. Why do you think it was such a big deal and continues to be such a big deal for people that this man was the shop attendant?
For me, let's start with the person that put the article out. Right now, it's more like in your face. You thought that you were going to get something that was going to be building a story for your negativity, and then it turns around for that person's life. That's what I like in that piece. But I don't even know if turnaround is the right thing, because this is the guy who's trying to provide for his family, and if things, it's not like he was not still acting. He popped up in this and that from time to time. He was actually still teaching acting lessons in a university, so it wasn't like he had fizzled out or anything like that.
And also, can I just say that Trader Joe's is actually a very pricey store. They've got they treat their employees well. They've got good health benefits. The fancy suit and tie you are going to the office, you are going to, do you have health benefits?
I mean, would you rather
do you have insurance?
Would you rather see him begging on the street as opposed to trying to support his family in whatever way that he can? You can't be shamed here for what they're doing. People have to hustle and do what they have to do.
most importantly, as an actor, I'll be honest with you, I think it is important that you stay in touch with what people do every single day, and I hope that he doesn't give up his traded job at least full time while he is going on acting, because it makes the characters come to life better, because you are in touch with real life as opposed to living in some fake plastic bubble and then trying to pretend to understand what the average Joe is going
The truth
through.
is that you're not always, when you're not in the public spotlight, all right, you're gonna have to find a way around things, all right. If things are coming slower than before, look at Mill from Jay-Z's time. She was working in KFC for a little bit. Maya is dancing in certain nightclubs or whatnot, and she's open about it and enjoys it at the same time. These are people who were at the top of their game at some.
Nothing about your daughter. I don't know where you're getting this from. But then Cardi B right after that released some Tom Ford lipstick. It's sold out in like 10 minutes. Nicki Minaj has recently just put out a video. It has like over 1 million views. I mean, I don't know, guys, but it's interesting.
From Cardi's camp says it's just entertainment. Nicki's camp says it's just entertainment. Cardi's camp says no, we can actually take this to the streets.
Sure, Cardi had thrown her shoe at a
She was upset.
Let's be clear. I think both people just capitalize on whatever that happened and be like, hey, you know what? We can throw things out there that are against, that weren't part of it, and just deal with this here. But at the same time, let's remember something here. Nicki was in the background. Like, she was cool. It was actually her friend. It was her friend Rob something that got into the altercation. Or Cardi started it.
Yes.
And then Rob.
Apparently in the party, according to witnesses, the party, she was like, "Bitch, get out."
But we never.
Nobody talked about that.
No, we didn't see video for that one, but that one was physical too.
You know what's funny about this whole thing is the fact that the two camps are battling each other, and probably the fans are having a field day insulting each other from then till infinity. But this is cashing out. They're making a lot of money off of this
insulting
controversy.
themselves.
They're still doing that, but
The thing is, has anybody heard any Cardi reference on this new album at all? Because I haven't listened to it, to be honest. If it wasn't there, then
just the general.
then Cardi needs to chill.
Cardi, girl, you made it out the hood. Don't fight so hard to go back. We have to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue. It's still entertainment stories right here inside the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1, and the Grapevine is brought to you by the girl makes me people love her, but if she's not careful, they're going to drag her to jail.
They're going to even keep doing things that will
they're going to take her to jail. That's what
trigger her
happen to her.
reaction.
She's a mother. They're going to take her to jail.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think
take her to
I
jail.
don't think that mother element is really kicking as extremely as you think.
No,
because this girl is like, there's actually, if you check Twitter or something, there's a video where she's performing on stage and her dress is practically like her bum is literally out there. Dude is there just planting it there, and she stays there that whole time she's rapping. And I thought,
that's
not somebody who's
so she's not gonna.
Money. The thing she freaked out about.
We're back.
Wow.
Yes, we're back. Having exciting conversations.
You should be. You can catch all
everything.
The taste of the behind the scenes conversation. And just before the break, we were talking about Nicki Minaj, but we have moved on from this. Dramatic. Let's move on to something else that's rather serious, life altering. In fact, recently we lost a couple of people. A Dominican fashion blogger, Kyrzayda Rodriguez, she did pass away from stomach cancer. She'd been battling it for quite a while, actually, for almost a year, and she died about yesterday, I believe. And all of social media was sort of awash with good things to say about her, because she was someone who lived. I mean, she lived doing the things that she loved till she actually physically could not do it anymore. And it was so inspirational, and she blogged about it as well. So just, I mean, rest in peace to her. Also, somebody else that we lost recently, Mac Miller, the rapper, was found dead apparently from a drug overdose. And again,
you know what I hated about this story was when they went ahead and started, when some people were like, oh, this is Ariana Grande stuff. They were together for 2 years, but she had already put a statement out long before this saying that she couldn't help him with his demons, and so she was gonna just let it be and just move on from there. But people were like, "Oh, Ariana, this is your fault. You killed him," and blah. Like a whole lot of people, This is someone who already is still dealing with that guilt of that whole event that happened in the UK, and then having to now come to face this where she had zero to do with it. You cannot blame anybody for their drug addiction. Ask Bobby Brown.
Well, Bobby's doing a lot of finger pointing. He was really serious. He's like, it wasn't me, it was Whitney. You didn't know Whitney was doing all this herself. And a lot of people are refusing to actually believe that. I like that you brought it up. I need to sit down and watch the series properly. But Very interesting stuff. If you want to go talking about, there is a new BET documentary that's about Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
And a lot of interesting things are being revealed, like Bobby basically saying that Whitney was one that introduced him to cocaine, not the other way around. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, but they were like, oh, that people are now blowing up because they said that he dated Janet Jackson, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that he was supposed to be her side person. Listen, Janet's lawyers are gonna rock up to BT, be like, excuse me, you need to talk.
even then, I'm like, okay, so what? Everybody has a history. I mean, Tupac dated Madonna.
Yes,
the
but
world
would you
did not end.
Would you like your history to suddenly become television program where apparently you're made to look like the bad person and you're supposed to be cheating on the person that you're about to marry?
The moment
no, that's problematic, my brother.
the moment you become famous.
I love one of the pictures because they use for color calls.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
memes out there. Let's see other things to talk about. I know we have been talking about beef, but there's beef that's been squashed recently. Drake and Meek Mill. Oh, I don't think we've not had a choice, but okay. Drake says that he now has peace of mind after squashing his widely publicized beef with fellow rapper Meek Mill, and the Canadian-born rapper took to his Instagram to announce that he's now at peace with Meek Mill, and both of them exchanged a handshake and a hug. There was smiles and brotherly love.
That was super shady.
What?
That was like
just
the shadow right now is overcast. Like,
said what I
I
said.
feel like it's about to rain now.
Repeat it again.
Said what I said. Carry on.
What?
But this was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. They probably even resolved their quarrel or their beef ever since he was still in prison before they got released.
Yeah, maybe when he was in prison.
Just having all this backlash.
No.
Well,
I'll tell you what's about to promote it.
there's
That song.
Oh, stop it. I like it.
Yeah.
Damn, I question you, but okay. Glorious. And talking about Irabor's personality mindset. We don't praise, but see, if that plane goes down, there will be no preferential treatment for first or business class. Just let people be.
No, that I'm not saying that's a good
Okay.
thing. Definitely.
Plus, I don't. What's that? 54, right?
We'll keep it tally.
Sprinkle your magic around, boy. Live your life. Let's see. Ajiri from Mishka says, please let's shed some light on Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. Eminem has already told Machine Gun Kelly, there's nothing about us that's the same. Please go and listen to Kamikaze Well. If you have not listened to it, Eminem dropped a surprise album on us about a week ago.
Yeah.
And it is fire, actually, I have to say. Some shady came through in a very strong way. I don't know why people keep questioning Eminem's ability to rap. Do you know?
Why?
I have no idea.
It just doesn't seem very logical or sensible to
I think
me.
some people struggle with like maybe I don't know like the white guy being the king of rap in as much as they struggle with the black guy being the king of golf.
Or as much as they struggle with the woman being a president in the United States. See what I did?
See what Joe Budden said about Eminem. I think he should just go rest.
Oh yes, Joe Budden is putting out a podcast, and he did make a statement saying, "I've been a better rapper than you this past decade."
Mate, no. Stop it, Joe. Stop it, Joe. You've been a better comedian, yes. No doubt.
Commentator, yes.
Comedian, commentator, no problem.
Let me
But I mean, like that first album had only one track mind.
Okay.
Let me step in for Joe Budden for a second.
Please do.
I think what he's referring to is his ability to make a child in the past 10 years, and Eminem hasn't told me.
No.
Because that's what I would say Joe Budden has done.
What
You're
Joe went on
going
to say
left.
was, listen, I'm a content person. You haven't said nothing in this whole album. Again, Joe.
Nah.
Joe, that's not
Joe, don't do that.
Come on now. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
But okay.
Sober
We'll
up.
move on.
Sober up.
We do have to round up. We are pretty much well over time. So we really have to step out of the studio. So, big thank you to, to Chef Jeff for coming in this morning. We appreciate having you here. Just to round up, I'll mention that history was made at the 2018 Emmys because they awarded black actors won all 4 guest actor categories. Oh, very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, there is a list of the winners up online. So congratulations to everyone. I have to say, Keenan, who loves orange soda? No, no one knows it.
You're on your own.
Is no one's age showing here? Wow, I exposed myself.
We're older than
Lagos.
that.
We're signing out. Thank you very much. And Ade sent a message to say, when it comes to Eminem, I beg, he's the greatest thing after Biggie and Pac. Like M said, he's a mix of Biggie and Pac in a jar. I like that. We're done. Good morning, and thank you to everyone for listening to The Grapevine. Coming up next, final hour, Smooth Breakfast. You Lagos get to talk.
Lagos, please put that number down for you to call us on, the 0144-89981.
Valentine, you have confused me by leaving that song there.
Oh.